Hello, it's Deborah from the attic, and I'm here with my planning for November. This is a journal cover that I made myself, and I will provide a link up here to show you how you could make this too. But the book that I actually use for my bullet journaling is a Rhodia 5mm square dot notebook. I'm going to be doing essentially the same as I did in October. So let's have a look at October. I focused on keeping everything in blocks, and I used numbers and letters down the side for the days of the month just to draw everything along horizontally from those same dates. Then I had 3 little boxes, and to add artwork and prettiness I used washi tape at the bottom of those, and I had a week for each week in the month, and I added little stickers which I cut out and stuck into my book. This way you're not under pressure about artwork. I'm going to follow essentially the same layout, but I'm going to add a line a day for some thoughts at the end of each day. I'm using a soft HB pencil and also a pen that can be rubbed out using the eraser on the end of the pen. The line just disappears, and that's really nice when you're coming at this for the first time and you're worried you might get your dates wrong or make a number wrong or make an error. I'm using the same layout that I used for October, so I'm using my soft pen or my soft pencil just to write the word November using the same style of lettering as I did for October, and then I'll go over this with a different pen to colour it in. I'm going to use the same sort of script that I used in October because I find that's a really nice way to do it. I'm going to add my meal planner and my habit tracker, and again I'm just going to use my pencil to give me an idea how the layout is for that lettering. October, I only added the days of the week and the numbers for the dates down the left-hand margin of my page. This time for November, I've learned that I'm going to write them down on the right-hand vertical margin as well, because this will save me using my ruler to make sure I'm writing on the right line. I thought it would be a sensible thing to do, and part of this is a learning process. So I'm learning what works and what doesn't work, and being lazy about handwriting in my dates didn't work. To be honest, it doesn't take a long time just to add these in, so it's worthwhile doing, and I hope it will make November a little bit easier for me. Again, I'm using my pencil just to outline where I want my habit tracker words to go. This is one of the different pages I'm going to do for November. I'm working out where I want my text to go because I'm going to create one line for each day, so that at the end of each day I want to write in one line where I think I've accomplished something. It might be something I've done, something that I've been putting off doing and I've actually done. So it's a sort of a well done me sort of a page, and I'm hoping that at the end of each month, when I run through all of the things that have happened in the month, I'll look back on it with a sense of achievement. I've got my 3 boxes, which I'm going to do exactly the same as I did in my earlier journal. I really need a bit more space for ideas, but I'm just going to have to write a little bit smaller until I figure out a way that I can capture that. So my 3 headings are social media, recipes, and ideas and notes. Again, I'm writing in pencil and I will ink over these later. It being November, I'm looking for spooky colours, but they need to be light enough that I can then write over the top of them. I'm using what I had to hand, so I had some Zig Clean Colour watermarker pens, and I'm going to add colour to every second line in my book. Each line will represent a day in the month, and when this watercolour is dry, I will be able to write over the top of it, and I'm adding my days of the week and numbers of the dates of the month down the side. I'm taking a light blue watercolor pen this time to just add some color to the top of my 3 boxes for social media, recipes and ideas. And I'll add the middle one with the purple pen. I would have liked these colours to be a little bit darker. A lot of the experimentation I'm doing with my bullet journaling is what inks work, what pens work, what colours work. And I found a pen that is waterproof will write over the top of my watercolours when they've dried, and it won't bleed. So I'm using a Unipin Fine Line water and fade proof pigment ink, and the nib size is 0.1. I'm using the same pen to add my new heading on top of my new section, and I'm calling this a line a day. Now that those pages are complete, I'm going to go to my earlier pages and I'm going to write in my habit tracker with my black pen, and I'm going to use a Pitt brush marker pen to ink over my pencil line with a nice purple ink. I've used the same pen to ink in my other headings, and now I want to make it a little bit more spooky. So I'm adding some blue just to the bottom half of my words. And this is how my headings look when they're complete with the extra little bit of blue. And I'm going to dot the top of the eye on habit as well. So now I got my layout ready and I want to add some washi tape. This is a tape that I've had for a little while in my collection, and it's got a lovely blue with gold running through it. I think this will be perfect to fit in with the rest of the colour scheme and with the month. As with October, I'm keeping the layout really simple. It's boxes and it's very simple colours, just basically two colours, and washi tape just to add a little bit of extra interest and to stop me having to worry about how much ink I'm putting on my page. So I'm learning how to use my bullet journal in a way that suits me without having to get really worried and hung up on artwork and making it look really pretty. I'm focused on making sure that it captures the information that I want it to capture in a way that really works for me as I'm using my journal each month. So it's a learning process. I'm sure this layout will change, but only once I'm comfortable with it and only once I understand what I want from my journal. While I was away on holiday recently, I took some stickers that I'd inked up using some stamps, and I've stamped them onto white paper that has adhesive on the reverse, and then I've cut them out. So this makes them like homemade stickers. And then when I have some downtime or I'm sitting in front of TV in the evening, I like to be doing something, so that's usually when I colour in my stickers. I'm going to decide what layout I want, and I'm going to have all of my leaves on this page, and I think I'm just going to leave my grumpy female with the cup of coffee on the other page. I like the way the purple colours work on the other page, and on this page with the softer colours, the more autumny colours for the leaves, I think it's a nice contrast. Once I've decided on the layout of all of my leaves, I remove the cover sheet from the adhesive and stick them down. Let's have a little flip through from September, which was the first month I really properly started. This is where I store my washi tape at the front. So there's my September plan. I've kept roughly the same style of layout into my October plan, and now I've altered my November plan ever so slightly to capture a line a day, and we'll see how we get on with that. So thank you for your time, thank you for watching, and until we meet again, take care.